You feeling it? Here's me just smelling my fingers. Like, if you're choosing water at an airport, Franzen is definitely either Evian or Dasani. Nope, I think it's Evian. No! Take me back to vacation! Hi, hello. Today is Wednesday and it's actually a holiday, so I had the day off, but I spent a majority of it indoors. I did some work in the morning, even though it's a day off, and did some YouTube stuff, had lunch, chicken nugget salad. Hey. Watched an episode of season 2 of Gossip Girl, the new one that just came out. And then, yeah, I just need to be outside for a few moments. I think I'm gonna go to this matcha place. Hopefully it's not busy. Yeah, there's like very few seats, so yeah. But outfit of the day, got this black trench that I've literally been wearing all week. Just a cute little blue sweater, shirt underneath. These Uniqlo U workwear pants. AirPod Maxes today, because I haven't worn them in a while. Cost bag, of course, and today we're reading Joanna Walsh's My Life as a Godard movie. Hopefully I can finish it at the cafe. Seems like a short one, so yeah. Just gonna have a cute little cafe day. Afternoon. And then, yeah, I just needed some sunlight, that's all. Anyway, let's go. The cafe is closed because it's a holiday, but like they didn't write that into their hours, so going to one of my favorite cafes, and hopefully they're open because they should be open. But oh my god, all these uphills. Hi, hello, it's your boy Nate. Anyone new here? My name's Nathan. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. Okay, here with some book updates. I just got home from the cafe. I think there's B-roll footage of me talking about how the first cafe was not open. And I really wanted to go there because, you know, I always drink coffee, but there are very few places where it's just tea, and this one specializes in matcha. And they have this like matcha tiramisu cake that I really wanted to try, but yeah, you know, was thinking, you know, I should lower down my coffee intake, more matcha into my bloodstream, ease it out, be cool, calm, collected. That's what I want for 2023. Yes. Anyway, decided then to go to my favorite cafe, and thankfully it was open. A bit busy, but there were seats, and yeah, finished a book. We finished Joanna Walsh's My Life as a Godard movie, but before that, I actually finished Island City by Laura Adamczyk, which I think I've gone over this plot way too many times already, but you're seated at a bar with a woman who recounts her history with you. And yes, she addresses you as you, the reader. Yeah, you're just listening to her talk about her story. And this is definitely one of those books that I would definitely reserve for either a beach read on, like, you know, the cold British coast, where you might doze off into and fall asleep in, and she has these decorative details about her past that just might lull you into borderline boredom. And yeah, you're wondering why is she doing this until you realize that what she says is misremembered. She recounts them incorrectly, or she'll say, I wish I had remembered it this specific way. And you realize she's an unreliable narrator, inebriated, as again, you're at the bar drinking with her. It isn't until she gets into family trauma and her relationship with her sister do you realize that there's a turn in the story and in empathy that I think Laura as a writer does a very good job of doing. Switches up the story in melodramatics that goes deep down into perhaps depression, and yes, has this almost worst person in the world, if anyone knows that film, quality to the book near the end that sort of just struck me and yeah, very, it resonated. It resonated, and you realize through all of sort of the tiny details of her life that she's just human, much like us. The book softens with an aching melancholy that we know too well, and we empathize, lean in a bit closer, let the ice melt in our drinks and settle into who she is at her core. And you know what? At her core and our core, we just want to be wanted. We want to be needed, and we want to be loved. All explored through siblingship, her sister. And yeah, one of the strongest narratives about siblings that I've read in a while. But also, if anyone has any recs to siblingship books, please let me know. I always hold Franny and Zoe as a sibling novel in high regard, but this one was good, very effective. In short, if you enjoyed Worst Person in the World, I think you'll like this as well. That's enough of that. After that, I decided, because that was a Kindle read, and I've been doing a lot of Kindle reads, and I just needed sort of like a little break from that, and decided to pick up Joanna Walsh's My Life as a Godard Movie. This is my second attempt at Joanna Walsh, and you know what? I'm just gonna say, I don't think Joanna Walsh is for me. I believe in second chances, gave her a second chance, and yeah, no third chance. There will not be a third. But this is fragmented, essaic look at Godard's women through all of his filmography for the most part, or his most notable works. If anyone doesn't know, Jean-Luc Godard was one of the pioneers of the French New Wave, and his films are very social, political, colorful, philosophical, angry, and unconventional. Personally, Godard changed the way I saw life in a way that, like, you know, in my precocious teenage pubescent self, his films meant a lot to me. They were sort of my gateway into, or one of the gateways into cinema, and yeah, from there I found Fellini and Bergman and all of these other directors that have no relation to Godard, but I think it's because I found out about him. I found out about Criterion Collection, and through Criterion Collection I found out about cinema in itself. Yes. Anyway, yes, she takes a look at Godard's films and its women. She looks really at what beauty is in the end. The book begins with the color green in a sort of Maggie Nelson Bluets kind of way, tracking green, how Godard's films have an absence of green and what green is, green as envy, green as green screen, green as absence, and then we fall into what beauty is, and beauty through the male gaze, as well as what it means to be an object of desire. Godard women who never age, as you can return to these films 10, 20 years after, and Anna Karenina will still be just as beautiful. In short, she eventually comes to the conclusion that art cannot exist on the basis of beauty itself. And I don't think it's so much a spoiler, but I'm gonna read the last page for you. So, reverse. What's revolutionary about beauty? 2. What's beautiful about revolution? We can't have a revolution for the sake of beauty as it is. We can't have a revolution without what beauty could be. Whichever ending you choose, to be in fashion is to open yourself to discontent. It is time to switch off the camera. There must be other ways of making art. And she ends the book like that. What I'm tired of is people saying a bunch of jargon, a critique of something, and then speak of a solution, but not actually like enact solution or like give ideas to what solution can be. It offers no help that you spend 80 pages critiquing something and then not do anything about it. I don't know. I just don't understand. It's like complaining. Everyone has a right to complain, sure. But if like you're not gonna do anything about your life or try and fix what you're complaining about, like it's infuriating in that she has these really, really striking ideas and thoughts and questions, but she never gets to the heart of it. They're just as is. They're just these questions. And that's why I think she fails also as an essayist, because none of these ideas fully develop. They're never fleshed out. They just sort of wander and dip in and out and string along a series of thoughts, but never actually result into anything truly meaningful. This series of books by Transit Books, based out of Oakland. Oh, hey Oakland. They're called the Undelivered Lectures, narrative nonfiction series featuring book-length essays in slim, handsome editions. Yes, very slim, very handsome. But if this was a lecture, I think she would fail as a professor because these questions don't really guide. If anything, they make me more lost, and they're just so incomplete. And I guess the rule of the classroom and student interpretation and input would create the conclusion, but as a professor, you would think that they would do some of the work and actually provide, again, steps to resolutions. Like, I'm not even asking for the resolution. I'm asking for steps or something. I'm just tired of, you know, a talking head going on and on without signs of a resolution or a direction towards resolution. And so to end the book like that, I don't know, just kind of upsets me. I read Girl Online, a user manual, last year, and yeah, it's sort of the same thing. She's also such a great feminist thinker and theorist as well. Loved all of that, but ultimately I think Walsh just doesn't work for me. But I think if you're very much into that and you're fine with, you know, floating ideas and thoughts without conclusive evidence, then this is fine. And oh, also if you are a Godard enthusiast, this is also a lot of fun. I still enjoyed this. I still enjoyed this for what it is, but I think Walsh as a writer just doesn't work for me. It's solid 3 stars. Could have been another star if Walsh was a better writer. That's the tea. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna do something scary. Jalen has Franzen coming very soon onto his channel, so I thought it only right to dip into Crossroads. I've read portions of the corrections before for my undergrad, and I think he's phenomenal. He's an incredible writer. He knows what he's doing. Also, the cover is just fantastic. I love this so much. I'm going to do a buddy read with this with Ricky, a fellow subscriber. Love his reviews on Goodreads as well. Yeah, very thorough with what he has to say about books, so very excited to start this with him. But yeah, this is like a 700-page book. Okay, no, it's 600 pages, but like still. Okay, it's not even 600, it's 580, but big books, I can't. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be a baby anymore about it, but okay, those are the book updates. Yeah, okay, anyway, be well, do good work, keep in touch.
And there's the sponsor spot. Have it free, have it free, have it free, all free, have it free.
Hello, I just got home from work. Today's Thursday. Slowly getting back into the work week, and I'm just like, no, take me back to vacation. I'm not ready. Or actually, I just want to be back in that like period after vacation when I'm not seriously back at work yet. And I'm just spending a lot of time reading. If anyone wants a book update, I'm like 20 pages into Crossroads, already dealing with religion, race issues, class issues, the time of the times, the 70s. And then it makes me think, like, we already live in such tense times in terms of all of those things. So why do we go back? Why do we go back in time? Why did Franzen decide to go back to the 70s and write through, you know, Vietnam times? Why does Tarantino go back to Hollywood during the 70s? Westerns, Sharon Tate. Why do we go back? For nostalgia's sake? I always think first it's nostalgia, but it's very Franzen. Like when you think of like, you know, Ivy League white person voice, you know, there was that era, there was that time of Jeffrey Eugenides, Jonathan Safran Foer. What was that one, The Office book? It was basically a water cooler book and was basically The Office but in print form. But just like very white voice, but like they're a skilled enough writer because they went to school for it, so they know what they're doing. Like, did Franzen go to Iowa? I think he did. Let's look at his Wikipedia. Wikipedia. Okay, let's see. He was born in Illinois. Studied abroad in Germany. Very interesting. Research assistant at Harvard. Department of Earth and Planetary Sciences. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for a specific word, I think a week or two ago, but it's new sincerity. It came out of this time of a writing style called new sincerity, where, but like Zadie Smith, Michael Chabon, that's who it is. Michael Chabon. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay. That's a book I've been wanting to read forever. And I think now is like, wow, Chabon went to UCI. He got an MFA at UCI. Anyway, sorry if anyone from California cares. That's just really funny to me. Yes, but like David Foster Wallace, Infinite Jest, that's sort of new sincerity. It's sort of this, okay, I'll just read it for you. Synonymous with postmodernism, expand upon and break away from concepts of postmodernist irony and cynicism. Yes, we love our cynicism. Okay, sorry, where was I going with all of this and why is this already 7 minutes? Yeah, why go back in time? Is he still writing in new sincerity? And if it's still a part of new sincerity, at what point of postmodernism does this look at? Postmodernism even exist anymore? Does it even matter? Does it even matter? Crossroads. I'm not gonna lie, I am enjoying it. Really interesting the way Franzen creates conflict between characters and then sort of immediately after, through third-person narrative, his characters sort of fall into this like spell of inner monologue to sort of dissect what just happened and try and understand themselves. Like, if you're choosing water at an airport, Franzen is definitely either Evian or Dasani. Nope, I think it's Evian. He's definitely Evian. yeah, Evian water. That's what Franzen's water is. It's just very clean, his writing. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Maybe I could give her, like, some book thing, a first edition Joyce Carol Didion or something.
What?
You can't block someone on Goodreads, right?
Hi, hello. It's Saturday. Fit of the day, anyone? Black trench. Pulling out this new Recto polo. We also have our Uniqlo U padded scarf, but wearing it as like a little tie. Keep ourselves insulated. And yes, 51% jeans. I actually have a date tonight. Yeah, we're going on a date. I probably shouldn't because actually I feel like pretty self-conscious today. My skin is just not at its best right now, and I don't know, I think hair is just weird. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I brought a hat just in case. Bag of the day is also the new Recto bag. So yeah, this about does it. Also, I got these sample colognes from Lucky Scent. This one is a Boulevard called Sunset, based out of LA, a lab on fire. And I didn't realize that this wasn't a spray, so I just kind of want to like get rid of these colognes as fast as possible. But let me tell you, it's very sweet, very warm. Reminds me of a more honeyed version of that one Maison Margiela scent. It's called like something bar. Is it Jazz Bar? I think it's Jazz Bar. But think like very boozy. Do you know what? Let me put you on this. This reminds me of a whiskey sweet iced tea. My old roommate in San Francisco used to make these all the time, like in huge gallons. But yes, he would put like a shit ton of honey in it. And it was just like beautiful. But yes, very boozy, very honey, warm. Yes, there's an orange rind in there somewhere. But yes, here's me just smelling my fingers. But yes, also I think this is like perfect travel-wise, just like this tiny little scent. Okay. Anyway, before I go on my date, though, I have to get provisions, like hangover instant ramen for the next day, perhaps. And I'm running out of sesame oil. I need to get more sesame oil. And dressing. I'm running out of salad dressing for our chicken nugget salads. Yes, and I'm not going to pull it out, but we're reading Crossroads by Jonathan Franzen. I'm actually kind of enjoying it, but in like a classroom kind of way, sort of like an academic setting. Like, I feel like I'm back in undergrad and reading like text that I'm supposed to study. That's what it feels like right now, which I don't mind, but yeah, it's fine. It's fun for now. But yes, let's go. Hi, hello. Odd angle because I'm putting hand cream on and my phone's charging. Oh, updates. Date last night. Havoc. why even you know, you're in that time in your life, that mode where you're like, why am I putting myself out there? Why am I meeting these people? I was, you know, having a very nice time reading Crossroads by Jonathan Franzen, and then the date proceeds to say, hey, I'm almost at the restaurant. Can you please, and like, get a table for us? And he was like really frantic about it. And I was like, okay, sure. And the cafe was like 2 minutes away walking from the restaurant. So I was like, that's fine, because I'm smart. Okay, if anyone must know anything about me, I hate being late. You know, this is why I arrive 4 hours before my flight. I'm just so terrified of being, I don't know, 80% of life is just showing up. So why show up late? And yeah, so I get there, it's dead. It's not even a single soul in the restaurant. So I sit there. And then, you know, I tell him I'm here. And then 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass. By the 20-minute mark, I was just like, and also I'm like waiting for him to reply, ETA and stuff. 20-minute mark, I don't know why it takes me 20 minutes, but I'm like, you know what? It's time to crack open a book. And then I order a drink, I order a martini. And then, yeah, he doesn't show up for another 10 minutes. Yeah, so he was 30 minutes late, and here I am sitting at this restaurant all by myself. Also within this 30 minutes, nobody comes into the restaurant. So odd, it's a Friday. You would think like tables are booked. I'm realizing such an odd thing. Like, I think Fridays, people just aren't out for some reason. I find this way with Seoul too, like clubs and stuff. It's like not busy on a Friday. Saturday though, is where the party is. Everywhere is booked. And then Sunday, cafes and such, you'll never find a seat. Dinner was fine, but the reason why he was late was because his dog was was vaccinated that day and was like acting weird. So he had his like doggy cam on throughout the entire evening. And yeah, I mean, pets are fine. Pets are fine. Would I have a pet? Willingly bring an animal into my own home? No. But like, pets are fine. I have nothing against pets. They're cute. They're fine. Throughout the night, it was great. I took him to my favorite like Jeon and Tong place. It has like cute pocha vibes, and the harmony there is just like really cute. Like, she'll sit down with you and pour you drinks and stuff. She's real sweet. And throughout the entire time, she's like talking to her friend via Bluetooth. Those should make a comeback, Bluetooths. Yeah. And then he was like, all of a sudden, I think you're too good for me, which I think is like a very polite way of saying you're not my type and I want to end this. And then, yeah, and so left. And then that was it. That was my Friday night. Oh, sorry, Saturday night. Kind of disappointing date. Like, why did I even take him to my favorite place? I'm realizing, never take first dates to your favorite places. That's just awful. Then you just like ruin it for yourself as your favorite place. Anyway, coming back home, I realized I should have just spent the entire day with my friend and just blew off this date. I respect people's time. I do. I was there on time. Also, he had changed the time twice. He was like, let's meet at 5:30, and then change it to 6. And then he was like, okay, 6:30. And I'm just like, it's not like I have an unlimited reservoir of time, you know? But it's like, okay, I don't know. Oh yeah, so 6:30, and then he was 30 minutes late. So 7. But I respect people's time, and people should respect your time as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a date with myself today on a Sunday and read Crossroads. Yes. Who wants to go on a date with me? Fit of the day. We've got turtleneck, this shirt that I love with the pen pocket, specific pen pocket there. The Uniqlo Marni collab from last spring, and white jeans. And of course, a recto bag. Yeah, I wanted to match the Crossroads today Shall I pull it out? Hello? Hello? Book? Hello?
Kind of. Yeah. You feeling it? You feeling it? You feeling it?
I realized that the matcha place that I tried to go to the other day is closed on Sundays. So we're not doing that. We're going to this hot dog cafe. They serve hot dogs and they serve coffee. What a combo. I'm realizing I'm running out of cafes that I want to go to in my city, and that's a bad sign. That's scary. But yes, this is the fit. This is what we're doing. Let's go.